Hey guys, welcome. I am so excited you're here. Ralph Havens here. And this is the crush imposter syndrome and anxiety process. Now, first, a little backstory. I've been doing healing work for 35 years, helping people solve all sorts of chronic illnesses, conditions, fears, anxieties for 35 years doing healing work. And back in 2014, I was figuring out how to do this online, more energetic with people from all over the world. And there was a problem. I was in a new town and I didn't know how to do online work like that, online, the business side of healing work. And so as I was going through the process of learning, and I learned from a lot of great teachers and coaches and programs, I knew there was a lot of inner blocks. There was, fears and anxieties and who am I to do this kind of work and all sorts of stuff that was in my way. And I stumbled across this way of clearing the deep stuff. And I'm going to show it to you, get right to it with you, so you can have an experience right now and notice a change. And and so I started using this process, and I started seeing that it was in every single spiritual tradition, but it was so simple that people were missing it. I think that's why people missed it, was because it was so simple. And as I did it, my wife was telling me, she was asking me, "What are you doing?" because our money was turning around, and people were finding me from all over the world. And there was a doctor from this local area that we're in Bellingham, and he was finding us out of the blue for no apparent reason. So all sorts of stuff started to happen with our ability to reach people and to do our business, and it was clearing the inner stuff. So you know how a lot of coaches talk about the most important part is what's between your ears, your head, your inner fears, your anxieties. The imposter syndrome causes procrastination and perfectionism, and just it gets in the way. And so a brief description about it, and then we're going to get right to it. So when we think of all the thoughts, like, the think and grow rich idea, like you got to change your thoughts to change your world, or you got to change your beliefs to change your world, or there's some sort of subconscious programming that's going on, and you got to figure out how to find that and fix that, or you just got to change your state and get kind of excited before you go on video or before you launch products, and all those mindset hacks. There's something more primary, and what's going on is there's a physical sensation, a feeling that happens. It happens when we live life. Stuff happens and you get betrayed or you get hurt or you fall in love and then you fall out of love, and businesses fail and succeed. They all cause a feeling, right? That feeling of it's either a good feeling or a bad feeling or some sort of interesting feeling, but whatever happens causes a feeling, and we don't want to feel bad. And so what happens is we hold these feelings down with a lot of energy. Now, the problem with that is when that happens, that energy is not available for healing. It's not available for creative stuff. It's not available for a lot of things. And all sorts of negative thoughts and beliefs and patterns and programming shows up because of that. Now, instead of trying to fix those patterns and beliefs and programming, we're going to go right to the feeling and let it run itself out. When it's done being felt, it is done. And all these thoughts and all these beliefs and all these programs, they are gone. They're gone. And I'm going to show you how we know that. So I'm going to walk you through the process that we have that is in your one-step process. So here it goes. So let's see. Let me just go find it real quick. Let me just go find it. No, sorry about that. Well, I'll just go start. I might not be, I'm just going to start it. So basically, the first thing you got to do is you got to know when that shows up, imposter syndrome or anxiety or fear. So that's very easy to do. We all know it is because one of our buttons got pushed. Like say you're going to go on Facebook Live and it causes a lot of anxiety, or say you know what you have to do in your business, but you just procrastinate and you don't get it done. Or you know you got to do this thing, but you keep just making it better and better, and you won't release it because it's just not perfect enough yet. Whatever is causing you your problem, there it is. Now, what we're going to do is when you go ahead and think about that problem right now. So think about whatever's causing you the most angst, what's ever causing you the most worry, what's keeping you awake at night, whether it's money or not enough leads, or how do you figure this out, or you've got a business partner that's bugging you, or your wife or your husband, or whatever the issue is that's of prime importance that's causing you the most angst. Think about that just for a moment right now. Great. Now, once you think about that, what I want you to do is let that go, stay out of your thoughts, stay out of your head, and put your attention inside your body. And notice where that feeling is in your body. So something was irritating you, something was causing angst, something was causing a button to get pushed. There's a feeling in your body. So if you think, well, that could make me very anxious, or I'm really worried about this, or man, I just hate this thing, or this is really bugging me. Locate that feeling that's in your body. It's in your body somewhere. So go ahead and find it and stay out of your thoughts. Stay in your physical body and notice the physical sensation. And don't label it. You don't need to call it anxiety or fear or worry. Notice the physical sensation of it. Like, is it pressure? Is it tightness? Is it twisting? Instead of, oh, it's fear or anxiety or despair or sadness, what does it actually feel like in your body? And notice that. That's right. That's right. And put your finger, one of your fingers from one hand, physically on your body and touch the spot that's the most intense of the sensation. If the sensation is most intense on your back, touch the front of your body and point to it. And get very curious. Focus even deeper. That's right. And put your attention on the most intense part. And we call this the finger follow technique. Just follow that spot. So if it moves a little bit, move your hand a little bit. And follow the most intense part of the most intense part. That's right. Stay out of your thoughts. Stay out of your head. Stay in your body. Notice the most intense part of the most intense part. Stay present to that. Your mind might try to tell you to do something else or try to explain it in some other terms of something you already know, but just let go of your thoughts for now. Stay out of your mind, stay in your body, and notice what's happening in your body right now. That's right. That's right. Notice the most intense part of the most intense part. And put your finger on the most intense part and follow it. That's right. That's right. You're doing great. That's right. For the next few moments, keep your attention inside your body. Touch the most intense part, the most intense part, the sensation, the physical sensation. That's right. That's right. That's right. Stay out of your thoughts. Stay in your body. That's right. Notice the most intense part of the most intense part. That's right. That's right. Keep your attention in your body. I'm going to tell you stuff just so your mind can let you do this very, very simple technique. So when we live life and then feelings happen, and we live life and more feelings happen. And some of them are good feelings like love and happiness and fulfillment and success. And other ones are feelings of despair and sadness and grief and failure and all sorts of stuff like that. So we live life and feelings happen. And the feelings are in our body. You know, you can feel like you got kicked in the guts, or that somebody's standing on your chest, or that your back is really sore, your hips are really tight. You know, all these things that happen in life cause a feeling. And we really want to avoid bad feelings. So we hold those feelings down and we try to avoid them. And we may do a good job of avoiding them, but then there's a lot of energy that's not available for healing and for happiness and for success and all sorts of thoughts pop up. There's all those limiting thoughts. So instead of going after the thoughts and trying to change your beliefs, what we do with this process, this crush imposter syndrome and anxiety process, is we go feel the feeling. And when it's done being felt, it's done. That's right. I first learned this from a business coach, actually, Christian Michelson, who used it to fix up a lot of his blocks to making money. And then I learned it was from David R. Hawkins, Dr. David R. Hawkins, late David R. Hawkins. And he had the same process. And Michael A. Singer had the same process. And Buddha used it. And there's been other teachers along the way, Raphael Kushner. And there's been a lot of people that use it. Eckhart Tolle uses it. Deepak talks about it. So lots of people use it, but many people miss it because it's so simple. So stay out of your head, stay out of your thoughts, stay in your body. That's right. That's right. So the thing is, we don't know how long it takes for the feeling to run itself out. There will come a time when the feeling is not there. And it might take just a few moments. It might take a few more minutes or so. It might take an hour. It might make 2 or 3 sessions of, 30 minutes or an hour. It rarely takes a long time. Usually one session, 2 or 3 sessions, a few minutes. And you just want to keep your focus on what's happening in your body. That's right. That's right. That's right. And what I encourage you to do is if the sensation is still there when the video is done, just rewind the video and start again so you can hear my words to guide you and keep you out of your head, out of your thoughts, in your body, and notice what's happening in your body right now. Putting your finger on the most intense part and following it. That's right. That's right. That's right. Because at some point, might have already happened if you're watching right now, might take another few minutes or moments. Could take 30 minutes, could take an hour, could take a little more. But if you keep your attention on what's happening in your body and notice the sensation and put your finger on the most intense part of the most intense part, that's right. That's right. It will be done and the feeling won't be there anymore. And if that's already happened, I'll guide you through the next part. If you're still feeling something, I encourage you to keep your sensation on what's happening in your body. And then at the end of the video, go replay it again. And then use this as a process once a day. And the process to review is think about whatever's causing you angst, whatever's pushing your buttons, whatever's up for you, whatever worries you, whatever concerns you, whatever fears show up, whatever the obstacle is. And then locate that sensation in your body. And then at that point, stay out of your head, stay out of your thoughts, stay in your body. And notice the most intense part of the sensation. That's right. And put your finger on the most intense part of the most intense part. And just follow it. Now, when it's done and you no longer feel it, what you can do is think about the problem, the issue, the thing you were dealing with, and see if it still causes any angst. Because when it's done being felt, when the sensation is no longer there, what you'll notice is that it doesn't cause you any angst. Whatever you were concerned about might still be something that you need to work on, but it no longer has a charge. And then what you've done is come to peace. And from a state of peace, there's much more options open, and the world shows up with lots of synchronicity and lots of wonderful new inspirations, and resources show up, and money can show up, and clients and leads and just goodness. So use this process every day if you like. Make it your thing where you just think of the problem, think of the issue, whatever's up for you, then go inside your body, notice the sensation, stick with it. Notice when it's done, and then recheck and see if the issue, the problem, the thing still pushes your buttons, or if you've come to peace. And let me know. Send me a message, ralph@ralphhavens.com. And there's a link below for a full masterclass on the ways that we use to crush imposter syndrome and anxiety. So look for that link, and then message me and let me know how it's going. So welcome. I'm so glad you found your way here. And what I have found is this one technique is the fastest, biggest way to heal imposter syndrome, anxieties, fears, procrastination, perfectionism, and it does help to have a little help. So use the video, use it over and over again, and then reach out to me with your questions and with your miracles and what's happened, and then go grab that full masterclass to get really dialed in with it, and message me if you need any help. All right, you guys, let's get out there, let's heal yourself and heal the world. I'm so excited to hear what you're noticing. Bye now.